here today to present you how to rig the new AC1 LTD, which is the same way that you would have to also tune the AC1 Pro. The sail comes into this sail bag with a long webbing so that you can just easily carry it on your shoulders, and it's a light material so that it's easy to fold and just place it anywhere, and it's also light for flying, doesn't take any weight. And inside, due to the balanced webbing, you can actually put inside also your extension, because we made space that also the extension is fitting, and at the same time you can put in your mast, so it's easy to transport all together. Inside the sail bag we're giving different spare parts: Batten tensioner in case you lose it or you break it. We have extra spacers which you can use on the cams when the sail is getting old, like after a couple of years you might need to put a bit more pressure on the camber, so you have some extra spacers. The Batten tensioner, of course, for tightening the buttons. Inside the sail there's also one button, a full button that you can cut on both sides, so that you can actually repair any buttons inside your sail, and so if you get washed in waves or something, you will have a spare button too. There are no plastics in our packaging. Stickers are included in the sail to put them on your car. First time you rig the sail, just make sure that the pin is inside the mast. Tension setting is here at the bottom of the sail, at the base panel. You have here the number that you have to set your extension. It's 36 as written here. And to double check it, if you don't have our extension, you can still put like the pulleys to the first triangle, the ring to the second triangle. As you see, it's perfectly, and it's on, it's just here 36. You downhaul the sail till the pulleys are approximately 15 centimeters from each other, and this is the time that you put in the cams. To put in the cambers, you hold the mast with your right arm, you put the left hand inside the sail, you push the sail down, and with your knee you can see the put it up. You can push it in easily. This is for the camber below the boom. For the one on top of the boom, you just press the camber back and up, and that's the top cam. And for the bottom cam, you put your extension on your knee, you open the zipper, you put your right hand inside behind the camber, you press down, and with the other hand you press up the camber. You downhaul the sail till you see that the mast leaf gets fully tensioned. The first check that you do to see if the sail has enough tension is to check the tension of the mast leaf. If you feel that the tension has waves on this side, it means that you still have to downhaul the sail. If you feel that there's a nice tumbling noise and there's a nice tension in a vertical direction, the downhaul is already 90% correct. The second check to see if the downhaul is correct is between the second and third button on top of the sail. What we need to measure is that this is the stitching between the mast leaf and the body of the sail, and we have to see that the loose area in this panel is around 20 centimeters from the stitching. The second check that we do for the downhaul is to check the leech. So without placing the boom on the sail, we just check that the leech is falling regularly from the top to the bottom, as we see in this image. The setting of the boom is written just here next to the clue, so it's kind of easy to just read here and then place the boom. So it's 204, we put here 204 as well. Now with the new auto clue system of the boom, we have a loop here. You just put it inside the eyelet and you lock it in like this, and it's done. Then of course with the adjustable holes you can decide how much power to put into your sail while sailing, and this is an adjustment that you do according to your personal likes. For the buttons, we always trim them the same way on all our sails. Practically what we like to do is to give some extra power on the top button and on the lowest button. So of course we don't put too much tension, we just like to put tension enough that we take out the main wrinkles from the sail. And for the buttons over the boom, what I personally like to do is to take out completely the tension, so I'm decreasing, so all the buttons over the boom, so starting from here, so counting from the top, button 5, button 4, button 3, I just take out completely all the button tension so that I'm sure that there's no tension inside them, and then once I know that there's no button tension, I start putting tension. At the moment that I feel that there's a little bit of tension and I don't see the main bigger wrinkles, I stop immediately. I want this button to be straight, not to have too much tension, because if you put too much tension you will have a kind of spoon, and this will make the sail unstable and not fast. And I repeat the same action on all the buttons over the boom, except of course the top one. The rope goes into the slot from the extension. You just fold the rope like this, you put it inside the mesh pocket at the bottom of the sail, and here we have the base tack strap. This is how you set it up when it's new the first time, and once it's inside the first time you don't need to do anything anymore. You place it around the extension, doesn't matter where you want to put it, you pull it. The tension you have to apply to this buckle is practically not too much, because otherwise you're closing too much the sail and that slows down the speed when you get overpowered, but not too little that it flaps. So the right tension is just to give the right tension that it doesn't flap, but it doesn't also close too much at the back. Once you've pulled it, you just put it back into the strap here, close it, and you're ready to go. This was to check the rotation. If the rotation is really good with a little bit of wind on land this way, as I just showed you, it means that the tension of the button under the boom is perfect. So the second button counting from the bottom. If the rotation is still a bit too strong, the reason is that because you have too much button tension exactly on this button. So you just release a bit of tension and the rotation will be perfect.